Joining me for our P-Wolves profile is Mitch Sundquist, one of the 4 seniors on the Nebraska Wesleyan men's basketball team. An injury ended Mitch's season early. He's become a student assistant coach the second half of the season. Mitch, I think first maybe if you could just explain the situation with this injury.
Yeah, it was a lower back injury that forced me to stop playing. I've had some issues with my lower back for a couple of years now, and then I actually had to have hip surgery last May to fix some problems there, and then wasn't able to do any athletic activity for a few months following that surgery, and wasn't able to quite make it back in shape all the way for the season, and then that just kind of led to some more severe issues with my lower back.
Yeah. Now, describe your role as a student coach. Is it to keep Trevor Johnson and Tyler Ackley behaving on the bench?
Yeah, there's always a little bit of that. At practices, keep track of the clock a little bit, keep track of time, help out with any drills that I can, and then during games, I'm on the bench, just there for support mostly.
Mm-hmm. Now, you were still recognized on senior night, of course. That must have been an emotional time.
Yeah, it really was. I've had a lot of really great memories here the last 4 years, especially with the other 3 seniors. And I didn't really get too emotional during the pregame stuff or during the game, but then after the game we all kind of went up to the All-American room, and each of us talked a little bit, and that was when it got a little emotional.
Yeah. Now, did you consider actually suiting up, maybe just ceremoniously for the start of the game?
Coach Wellman did ask me if I wanted to suit up. I told him I didn't really want to, and I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't really have to think about that too much. By the time he asked me, I was pretty comfortable and glad with the role I have on the team now.
Yeah. From Stillwell, Kansas City area, what brought you to Nebraska Wesleyan in the first place?
Well, Wesleyan was always kind of on my radar a little bit. Both my parents graduated from here. I've had aunts and uncles that have gone here. And then when I decided that I wanted to play basketball in college, this was one of the first places I looked, and I was fortunate enough that they took some interest in me as well and were able to get me up here.
Yeah. Now, you are related to Cooper Cook. Explain how.
Cooper is my cousin. Our moms are actually identical twins. So yeah, we're related in that way.
Yeah. Now, he's from Overland Park, Kansas. You're from Stillwell. Did you play against him in high school?
Yeah. We actually just grew up. We've always lived within 5 minutes of each other, and our high schools are in the same conference back home. And so his freshman and sophomore year at Blue Valley North were my junior and senior years at Blue Valley. So we played each other a couple times a year for a couple years.
How'd you do against him?
Well, let's see. We played each other 4 times, and we went 1-3 against him. But the one win we had was my junior year. I think my team won maybe 5 games that year, and Coop's team ended up finishing 3rd in state. But we actually beat them on our school's senior night, so that was a lot of fun.
Well, you probably remind him of that every now and then.
Oh yeah, I have to remind him every now and then to keep him in check.
Mitch, what are your plans for the future now after Wesleyan?
Well, right now I am doing my student teaching over at Lincoln East High School. After I graduate, I'm hoping to find a teaching job around the Kansas City area, preferably at the high school level, and hopefully coach some basketball as well.
Mitch, good luck to you in the future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, Mitch Sundquist, our P-Wolves Profile tonight. P-Wolves Profiles are brought to you by Leach Camper Sales, the Wild Bird Habitat Store, Firehouse Subs, Joyce Sherwood, financial professional with Central Financial Services, and Emo Flooring.